compelling reason why it should. It plays into the hands of those who would like to believe there's a conspiracy. The photos are available to certain people, but what's the point of making them available?
Do you think making them available would create more problems for the U.S. or would it make things easier?
Probably more. Certainly, it'd be more. It'd be a public document then.
And what do you think, like, the al-Qaeda's reaction would be if the U.S. released the photos publicly?
It would be outrage, widespread outrage, moral condemnation, fatuous arguments in behalf of humanity.
Okay. And do you think there will be any repercussions from al-Qaeda because we did kill Osama?
Because he is dead?
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? There will be attempts. It depends upon what al-Qaeda is now. The interesting question, I think, and come here, please. The interesting question to me is what will happen to al-Qaeda with him gone? Because every report indicates that Ayman al-Zawahiri is loathed by people in al-Qaeda. He's not charismatic. He is not a person of vision. He's a theoretician, and he's not well liked. Just as significant, he's Egyptian. Most of the people close to bin Laden were Saudis. That's critical, and not many Americans appreciate why that matters.
Why do you think it matters?
Why it matters? Because they don't want an Egyptian. They see themselves as Saudis, and even though both are Sunni, there is that division. And Egyptians take a kind of proprietary attitude toward many Muslims because they are Egyptians. They are an older people. They had an older civilization that predates Islam. And there has always been enmity.
Mm-hmm. Do you agree with everything the U.S. government has done as a result of bin Laden's death? Like, do you agree with everything that's happened?
Do I agree with everything that happened?
Well, no, like the way the U.S. government has handled it.
Just the situation in general with...
The situation in general, I try to speak to cases or to concrete questions. The problem more than ever involves Pakistan more than any place else. And it's interesting that the places where we are most loathed, and we are loathed in many places, are not necessarily Arabic, okay? Mm-hmm. Pakistan is not an Arabic country, just as Iran is not, Afghanistan is not. That's where we have the most serious problem, Pakistan. And we can't necessarily abandon Pakistan because there's too much potential for mischief. Mm-hmm. They have nuclear weapons. I think that until the U.S. knows what it can and needs to do with regard to Pakistan, it has a real problem on its hands. More so than in probably any other place in the world. Excuse me 1 second while I look in my classroom.